Good morning to you guys. Good morning to you. I am Eric V. I am Hoi Soy. I'm coming at you live from the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, guys. You can hear it in the background, guys. There's noise again today. There's noise again in the background, and you know what that noise is coming from. You know, this is coming from the euro dollar options, guys, from the treasuries and the treasuries, the interest rate products, guys. That's the 8 o'clock bell in the background. For those of you guys who are all about it, that's right, guys. That's what we have here for you. 8 o'clock bell in the background. So 8 o'clock with 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and get this thing off. Again, I am Hoi Soy. I'm Eric V. I am the voice of FutureSquawk. So, guys, I do want to bring to your attention, guys, that we are seeing a bid that's come in on this ES off those lows, and guys, we invalidated the 5-minute lean. I did post up into the chat room for those of you guys who were here at 7:30:06, guys, that we were into a key area here on the ES, Nasdaq, and YM at the 80.75, guys, and then then we clearly have seen continuation higher from that. So, guys, as that has continued higher, as we have seen continuation to the upside, guys, there's no doubt about it that we have invalidated that 5-minute lean back up, forming an area of balance on the lows from that 74 half spike down all the way up into, I think it's fair enough to say, up into the 79s, 78, 75s, and then another price area higher, and that did not provide any sort of resistance. So, guys, we are clearly seeing it here on the ES. We're up into this, there was a 79 halves, guys, 79 quarters, 79 halves, and then a balance area that came all the way up into the 81 quarters, all the way down to the 79, 75. So, guys, not a wide range area of balance, but guess what, guys? We did see initiative out of that to the upside, and we have seen we saw more than 10 points of range to the upside this morning on no economic news, guys, on no economic news. So, did want to bring that to your attention, guys. We have no economic news this morning, and actually I saw that Kaplan spoke, trying to find that speech for you, guys, but they haven't uploaded it to his web page yet on the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, guys. So they have not uploaded that to his webpage. I'm scrounging the internet, see if I can come up with it for you. Once I do have it, I will let you know. Alright, guys, so that 5-minute lean has been invalidated, but guys, that 30-minute lean that we talked about in the 94s, that we had yesterday, guys, that was, where did that come from? Let's talk about it first. We did have this overlapping price activity in the overnight session. Middle of that was a 94s, guys, 93.75s, 94s. I thought that was a 94s were a great area to see some resistance. On the open, guys, yesterday we did spike down, came back up into the 92.75s, 93s, if I'm not wrong, and we rotated all the way back over. We came up and traded the 94s in the overnight tonight, guys, and have rotated back down. We were down 18 points, almost 19 points at the lows, guys, and we definitely 19 points off those previous close, guys, and so I definitely think that 94, if we trade back above it, I think that takes away any sort of our short lean that we have established here on the 30-minute time frame, guys. But on that, I'm looking at the 29.0175s, guys, 29.0175s. Halves on the ES. Even though we have no bias to the downside, that will be our first area. The figure 01, figure 02, somewhere in there is, guys, where we're gonna be lightning for sure, and are definitely gonna be looking at dual-sided price activity, guys. Again on the open. So, guys, Eric, I don't know if you're having trouble connecting. I get a text message. Okay, Eric, let me get that fixed for you real quick. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be right back with you. We'll go ahead and do it to it, right? Alright guys, so yeah, let's do it. Let's do it too. Let's see what we can see here today. Well, like I said, guys, we did see that overlapping price activity. We did see that quick bid this morning, but guys, we haven't validated that short lean. We're still down 10.25 points on the day, but guys, we did invalidate that 5-minute short lean. That 30-minute short lean still remains intact, I do believe, guys. I'm going to stick with the bias that we had at the 94s yesterday, guys. Sustained trade back above the 94s, and that short lean bias on 30-minute goes away, guys. I want to point out that we are in wide range chop, guys. Wide range chop off of these lows, and off of these highs. It's just been it's been quite the move, guys. Quite the move. So guys, that is what we're seeing here, guys. We're seeing we're seeing that no bias on the 4 hours. So we are looking at the 29.01 quarters, guys, as an area of potential resistance. We do have a short lean bias on 30-minute time frame, wide range chop, key area price pattern into the 94s, guys, and a no bias on the 5-minute time frame. We just recently had a price pattern at the 80.75, guys, and that invalidated that short lean trade, a sustained trade above that, invalidated that short lean at 7:47 a.m. Central Time. Guys, let's move it on over, rocket on over to the NASDAQ. You guys know we are, know we have been, know we will continue to be in that NASDAQ. Alright guys, so let's take a look at that NASDAQ really quickly. Alright, there's the YM and there's the NASDAQ. Yes, it is, my friends. So guys, we talked about the same thing. Let's start on the 5-minute time frame. We did talk about that invalidation, guys, on the 5-minute time frame. We did talk about it. And we did see trade this morning at the 7:30 time frame, guys. We did see the trade up into that the 73.59 area, guys, 59 quarters, and sustained trade above that has invalidated that 5-minute lean. We are seeing overlapping price activity up here on these recent highs. So guys, that's definitely something I wanted to bring to your attention, as we are seeing acceptance of value higher currently. Will that continue? I don't know, but all I do know is that we are currently seeing acceptance of value higher. So guys, we did have that trade into 93.59 guys. That invalidated at 7:47 a.m. as well, Central Time. But guys, on the 30-minute, do we have a short lean? Oh yes, we do, guys. We definitely have a short lean on that 30-minute time frame. And how do we know that, guys? How do we know that? Let's take a look at it, guys. That short lean on the 30-minute time frame. Guess what? We did not. We saw a nice bid yesterday, guys, on this NASDAQ. We saw a nice bid off those lows. Not as nice as we saw in the ES, guys. Not as nice. Definitely not as nice as we saw in the YM, but respectable bid, guys. But we were unable to get back to the middle of that previous area balance at 74.03, guys. 74.02. So guys, we're talking about 74.05 ish, right? Short lean bias. We're looking for a price pattern to 74.05. It's the middle of the previous area balance, guys. Sustained trade above that would call into question any sort of short lean that we have on the 30-minute time frame. So guys, that's where we're looking at. We're trading 73.76 right now. So guys, that's what we are seeing. We are seeing overlapping price activity, and we did talk about sustained trade. We're trading 73.77 on the NASDAQ currently, and that is what we are seeing, right? We're seeing 475s at 5 units in the ES, guys. So we did see it balance, the ES balance up on the highs as well. Alright guys, we are having a little bit of technical difficulties. Those of you guys who are here, Sean and Steve, everything's good for you, right? Everything good in the hood? You guys can hear me perfectly fine. I just want to confirm, because we do have a one of our users is saying that he's having 5x5. Alright, I like it. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. Well, 4 halves and 475. I'm gonna wait for him to get back to me. But guys, yeah, we are seeing 73, 75, 75s trade, guys, here in the Nasdaq, guys. Remember, we're just talking about 25 points higher, and we're actually down 15 points on the day. So, guys, well off those lows. Nasdaq was down another 30. Wow, what's this called? Another 35, 40 points at one point in the day, guys. We're only down 15 right now. 4 halves and 475. Speaking of being down, it's a good time to look at over at the DAX and the FTSE, isn't it, guys? We're down 51.2 in the DAX. We're down 28.1 in the FTSE, guys. That's the that's the continuation of this recent trend that we have seen, where the DAX is actually weaker than the FTSE. But yeah, guys, we are seeing, usually we see the DAX positive and the FTSE negative, if anything. But guys, last couple weeks, we've seen the DAX be weaker than the FTSE, and definitely is something that we're seeing here. Continuation, guys. We're seeing Dow only down 71 points, Nasdaq down 15, and the ES down 875. So yeah, guys, good time to look over the DAX and the FTSE. But guys, we did talk about that Nasdaq. That Nasdaq, guys, no bias in the 4-hour short lane bias into 74.05, guys, and we lost our 5-minute bias, was sustained with the invalidation of that trade, was sustained trade higher into the 73.59 and quarters, guys, 73.59 quarters. So definitely seeing that Nasdaq get a little bit of a bid, guys, with a little bit of a bid. Alright, so guys, we are seeing that Nasdaq with a little bit of a bid as well. And then, guys, finally want to bring to your attention, no, not finally, next but not least, right? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at that YM, guys. YM was strong yesterday. I got to the point where yesterday I almost, with that sustained trade, with that initiative in the overnight session up into the regular trading hours above previous highs, above the previous overnight highs, guys, I almost, our area balance that we had formed here from the 26.546, guys, all the way down into that 26.304s. We saw initiative out of it below, down to 226s. Guys, and we saw us trade all the way back up to the upper extreme in the overnight session with that pop higher. If we would have sustained that up into that 560, guys, that 562 area, yeah, 562s are the highs. If we would have sustained that, then I would have invalidated, guys, would have invalidated that 30-minute lean. But guys, as we have not been able to see it, we've traded back lower. I do think it is. I do think it definitely is worth bringing to your attention, guys, that we are seeing a wide range chop activity on the 5-minute time frame. We clearly invalidated at 7:47 this morning with a trade back above the 431s, and we are seeing initiative out of balance to the upside on the 5-minute time frame. However, guys, on the 30-minute time frame, I think you guys can clearly see what I have here on my chart. We're talking about the 602s, guys. We're talking about 26.602 as first area of resistance, guys, and the same trade up through that calls into question any sort of long bias that we may have. We're seeing 375s at 4 evens, guys. So in the ES, and what do we think on the 4-hour time frame? Yeah, I think the 4-hour time frame is I think we are looking for that 26,210, guys, or 26,610. I'm sorry, 26,610. I think we're starting to look for that, and you know why? Is because that's the middle of that previous area of balance. And if we are going to rotate back up there, I think that is going to be an area where if the trend has changed to down, that I think that we do see, right? Eric, whether the browser is good, I like Firefox. Make sure your audio is turned on too, Eric. but you're not getting charts either. So I don't know. I would try Firefox. I would try Safari. All those should work pretty well. And try a private browsing window, or incognito. Can't spell it. Right? Alright, so yeah, let's guys, so that's what we are seeing here. We are seeing here on the YM. We have, I do expect the YM to see 26,610 if we get back up to the middle of the 4-hour balance. And that should act as resistance, right? That should act as resistance to us, and we will see us with that short bias into the 602s, guys. Short bias into the 602s. We're seeing no bias on the 5-minute time frame because we invalidated at 431s. So guys, that's the YM for you. That's what we are seeing in the YM, and okay, guys, I'm gonna quick refresh this. So I'll be right back with you. Just let me refresh. You guys are gonna have to hit F5 in order to get back in. I'm gonna see if it is me. Alright, gentle peeps, don't hesitate to hit the F5. Hit the F5 and come right back. I see that most of you guys are already in the process of doing that. Awesome. Alright, guys, so that YM, guys, like we talked about, that price pattern into 26,610 is big, guys. 26,610 is a big area. Excellent. Thanks for refreshing, guys. I do apologize for that, but yeah, let's see if this works any better. I don't think that I'm having any technical issues on my end, but it was worth a shot to refresh. And guys, so finally, that YM I just posted up for you guys. No bias on the 4-hour time frame. We are looking at the 610 though, guys. The short lean bias on the 30-minute time frame. We are looking at the 602s. And no bias on the 5-minute time frame. We did have a short lean bias all evening long. That's right, guys. Like that TD Ameritrade commercial. But yeah, it is. We're seeing the 431s trade up to the 431s, invalidated that. All right, so guys, that's what we are seeing here. We're seeing 275s and 3 evens are trading, guys. 275s and 3 evens. We are just chopping them up here, guys. Chopping them up on the recent highs. And guys, Russell, last but not least, guys, Russell, let's take a look at it. Russell has been the muscle, guys, and let's see what it's up to. Guys, we did see Russell trade up through the upper extreme of that area, balance after failed initiative. That invalidated for us, guys, but we are seeing failed initiative higher, guys. Failed initiative higher on the 5-minute time frame. We're back into that area balance. That's what do we call, guys? No bueno. That's what we do like to call it. So I do think that's not a good sign for the Russell, to be completely honest with you. And we'll see what happens as the trade continues. But guys, look at this. I was looking at a 1-hour chart. No, I was looking at a 4-hour chart, guys. I was looking at a 4-hour chart, and it looked prettier earlier. But you see this buy bar here down here in the bottom right-hand corner, guys. See that buy bar? That is a nice buying pattern right there, guys. If we close this next bar higher, and remember the lower extreme, guys, trade up into the 1632.6 would be the trade into the lower extreme. And yeah, I think that we're seeing double rotation down, barely anything new on the any new lows on the Russell yesterday. And yeah, I think we're seeing a price pattern that may take us higher. That's a big sign on the Russell, guys. So that's the 4 hour. But guys, on the 4 hour, yeah, we are still looking above. We still have quite a ways to go before we get interested in anything on the 4 hour time frame. We're definitely looking at the 1679s, but guys, I think the first spot is 1651 spot 9 on the Russell. 1651 spot 9. That would be first trade, but guys, we have no bias on the 4 hour time frame. The 30-minute time frame, we're looking at the 30-minute time frame. We're looking at pretty much the same area, guys. The same area. We're talking about 1651 spot 9 on that time frame. So I'm gonna go ahead and take say that's the 30-minute, and that's the 30-minute time frame, guys. Clearly the 30-minute time frame overlapping price activity, so that would invalidate. And then so guys, that's our bias. We don't have a bias on the 4. We're looking at 51 spot 9s. I apologize for that, guys. 51 spot 9s in the 30-minute, and short lean bias, went away this morning, guys. Short lean bias went away, so we have no bias on the Russell this morning. So there's no key areas to be looking for at this point in time. So I'm gonna leave that blank and empty, guys. So there you go. I posted up the Russell, guys. It's 8:22. I apologize for some of the technical issues that we had this morning, but guys, you know it. You know that we are here for you, and you know that we are we're doing our best to make this as comprehensive as we possibly can in the shortest period of time possible. So you guys know it. You guys know you guys are the ones who fuel the fire every single trading day, guys. Every single trading day. So I am appreciative to each and every one of you guys, and you guys will hear it in my voice. That's how you guys will know that it's gonna get greater later, guys, is because you'll hear it in my voice. You'll hear me get all fired up when you guys participate in the chat, right? When you guys participate in the chat, when you guys share your leans, when you share your thoughts, when you see movement that we normally don't cover, guys, and you say, hey, you look at me, right? That's what fuels the fire, guys. So I am Eric V. I am Hoi Soy. That's right. That's my chat handle, Hoi to the Soy. And guys, I am the voice of FutureSquawk. I am. My name. This is FutureSquawk, right? It is a squawk all about the futures. You know it, and it is something that I want to bring to your attention. It is a lost child production, guys, and this lost child production is dedicated to my son. My son is my whole world, my life, and it's my sun, moon, and stars, man. He is everything to me, and kiddo, know that I am thinking about you. That this whole thing I'm doing is dedicated to you, my bro. And so I just want you to know that you are being thought of, you are being loved, you are being cared for, even though I am distant from you currently. So guys, that's what we are seeing here today. I do wish everybody an amazing, wonderful first post-holiday trade here at the CME on the futures, guys, and let's hope that we do see. Let's hope we do see some continuation here today. Up, down, or sideways, we'll get one of them. But guys, either way, I would say that maybe is a good time to keep it light. Today's a good day to perhaps keep it a little bit lighter than you normally would, and see what we can see here, guys. So I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Trade well and trade light today would be my suggestion. Lighten up those trades. All right, guys, have a great one, and thank you for everyone listening in on YouTube. You guys rock and roll. Don't hesitate to reach out to me at sayhi@futuresquawk.com.